And so I had a plan that Columbia should record every single professor's final lecture. And I never thought that one of the first we'd be doing is my own. I've been at Columbia for 21 years. I've loved every day, and the opportunity more recently to be Chief Digital Officer has been a wonderful opportunity for me to learn about the changing educational landscape, which is going to be disrupted in many ways the way the media landscape has been. I understood that digital media was something that we'd be using and would be so important to us as journalists, as communicators, when I started seeing how much I was referring to things online.
What's your hashtag?
Sree Tips.
All right.
Because, one of my car goals is to be a just,
Absolutely. Just email me.
Email you? Yeah. Okay. Whenever, maybe in a month when you're...
Yeah. Well, I remember email being the thing that we had as students that very few people actually used. And in my graduating class in the spring of '93, there were a couple of people who used email, and we'd kind of send each other notes. People didn't even know what to do with it. There was no World Wide Web that we could access. In the spring of '95, we launched our first websites using Netscape version 0.9, meaning even version 1 of Netscape hadn't come yet.
People heard what I heard.
What we try to do at Columbia is bring together business folks, technology folks, creative folks, and have them all connect. And they often don't have an opportunity to connect with peers who are at the highest level of the work that they do. And social media is not just a great equalizer, but it's a great connector. It's a way to bring people into a conversation. It's a way to punch above your weight if you're a young student.
Broad Wright is here. She's at Travelog. Will you stand up, please?
Well, people always ask me, why do you have to have in-person classes for digital media? Why couldn't you just do them online? Why couldn't there be a Google Hangout? And of course, you can learn a lot with, say, a webinar or an online chat, but there's something special about being in a room and having the energy, the ideas, the convening and the convening power. They all make a difference.
And what's the billion-dollar app that everybody's talking about that was based in Israel? Waze. W-A-Z-E. I don't drive, so I don't use it. But people who drive swear by Waze. And you have to ask, is it worth 4 times the Washington Post? Yes, hi.
The kind of material I teach is often about things that are just so new that there aren't established best practices around them. So you have to keep repeating them. Even people who use technology a lot can be confused.
I believe that on social media, infographics work beautifully, and that they can be a way to get attention to, you might write a 10,000-word article, but the infographic will be seen perhaps by many, many more people. So develop that infographic skill in your toolkit. So I'm going to show you some ways you can do that. The first is through a tool called Statista. How many people have used this? A few of you. The Twitter handle is @StatistaCharts, but the website is statista.com.
In a Columbia setting, we get to think about kind of practical, hands-on stuff, but also big picture ideas, and to think about our role, the role of technology in society, the way we consume information, things like privacy and transparency.
What I love about this is that Indonesia is as bright as Miami or Europe or anything else, and that's really important. Now imagine with another 500 million users on here, and that's pretty dramatic. Here are the 10 largest countries on Facebook. Any thoughts on this, on these numbers? I think it makes sense, but you're going to see India and Brazil go higher and higher. India has 900 million cell phones, but fortunately not all of them are on Facebook yet. If 900 million Indians join Facebook, that's the end of Facebook. But I want to talk about...
This is how the Obama campaign announced its victory in 2012. In 2008, they used a completely different technology, SMS or text messaging. look how fast in 4 years they moved from SMS to Twitter and Facebook as a way to get something out. Couple lessons from this. The use of that photograph. Look how dramatic, how personal, how human that photograph is. And we should all be thinking about using more photography, practicing our photography, because it's going to be a greater part of our lives and the way that people consume information.
The other lesson from this is the fact that you're seeing what The Economist has done, that they're taking this and doing a mashup of it, right? And they could have chosen any photograph in the world, but they chose this because so many people have sent it out.
A lot of people think social media is a one-way communication. It's a broadcasting channel. It is in fact a listening channel and a discussion channel. Engage with others.
I want to share something that actually Les Hinton said to me a long time ago. He said that the scarcest resource of the 21st century is human attention. And what he meant by that is the businesses, brands, organizations, and people who know how to get a sliver of human attention stay in business. Everybody else goes out of business. And you know that social can help you get a sliver of that attention. And you've all given me an hour, 2 hours plus of your attention, which is an incredible gift. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night. I got to take a picture.